Hello, and welcome here to Daytona International Speedway, Round 1 and Race 1 here for the Inspired Racing League and their Heat Series. Looking forward to a good season opener. We got cars out on track right now, getting in some last minutes of practice here. But without further ado, let's take a look here at our race information tonight. The Daytona International Speedway here, Daytona Beach, Florida, the 2.5 mile racetrack, 2.48 here in our graphic, 37 feet above sea level, 60 mile an hour pit speed road limit here. A little bit cloudy out there, 81 in the air, 102. Oh, I didn't think my mic was working. Excuse me, guys. Gotta turn off that voice chat. I am so sorry about that. Driving last night, so. But here with the Heat Series, fixed setups, of course, 3 additional sets of tires, 0 fast repairs, ARCA cars tonight, 100% fuel load. And of course, Greg Thielsen up in the booth, bringing you all the action here with Push the Edge Productions. Here for Season 1, Race 1 of the Heat Series. It's like we got a good group of guys running out here tonight. Little under 5 minutes here left in practice. We're watching Timmy Neckerbecky, Wesley Ottman, 2 of those Push the Edge Sim Sports hot rods out there practicing. Paul Cox over there in the 24 machine. I believe that's a Bigfoot Enterprise hot rod out there. I believe now just joined over there in H&W, Cade Cannon here in the 9, that National Guard machine here tonight. Also pull up our times. Let's see who's fastest out there on track right now. We got 5th place, the 43 here of Mike Hauser, that Smithfield Farms number 43. Got that 93 of Carson Collins out here. Going out for some practice. Just coming off of pit road there. We see those Push the Edge Sim Sports hot rods. That's Wesley Ottman. There's Timmy Neckerbecky as well. They're making a mock pit stop. Make sure they get that time in there correct. That's 78. And that 97. Seeing a few cars pull off of pit road. That's that 83 there. William Carter. We also got that 41 there, Kevin McNeil. I see a 55 FedEx there, Ty Wilson. Pulling up on track. That Toyota Camry down the back straight away. So quite a few drivers out here getting some laps. I think we've seen everybody out there now. Look at that Ty Stone, that driver up on top of the board right now, the 12. Right now on top of practice. About 2.5 minutes remaining here. We also see Farmer up there, Sidars, Hadaway, Joseph Dune, Elijah Fisher, Collins, Altman, Necrobecky, Cox, Cosner, Cannon, Carter, Bonet, Jones, Hammond, Wilson, Holloman, McNeil, Williams, and Perfetio, all not yet to put down a time. About 2 minutes left here in practice. Obviously, I don't got any standings to look at from last season. This is season number 1 here with the Heat Series. So no stats to look at here tonight. On board right now with that 78 of Neckerbecky. Oh, big contact there. There's that Scooter Perfetio number 8 machine. That's another new car we haven't seen out on track quite yet. Another push head Sim Sports Hot Rod. You also got another push head Sim Sports Hot Rod out here tonight. Axel Bonnet in that 29. He's right now working with Ashton Cosner in that 11 Budweiser machine. Not seen him out on track quite yet either. Got that 13 there, Travis Farmer. Working with Matt Sidars there in that 14. Well, practice about to come to a close. We're going to roll over here into qualifying. Stick around. Qualifying right around the corner. We will be right back. And welcome back here, sunny Daytona Beach, Florida. The Daytona International Speedway, the 2.5 mile racetrack that I've personally done 150 miles around this place here in a Gen 4 stock car there with the NASCAR racing experience. That was a heck of a time. Love my time here at the track. But big shout out here to our sponsors here in the Inspired Racing League. Thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC. Mad Performance Paints, thank you guys for everything that you guys do to make it happen here with the Inspired Racing League. See those drivers going out there for their out laps. Here's going to be the start of our first laps. A few drivers out there right now. A few drivers pulling out as well. Big shout out all you fans. We see Toothless TTV, Elijah Fisher, Scott, Teresa, all out there in the Inspired iRacing chat. Emma, Axel, all out there hanging out. Appreciate you guys all stopping by. Much, much appreciated. We got digital sports cards. And we got Gary Sponseller out there on the TikTok. Appreciate it. Whether you're on the Push Edge Productions YouTube, on the Push Edge Productions TikTok, or if you're over here on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube, much, much appreciated. We're going to see some time start jumping on the board. Cade Cannon, that first driver there to hop on that list, first on the board. Provisional pole. That's not going to last long. The 52. Bobby Hadaway pulling himself up to that top spot. Timmy Neckerbecky up to second there in that 78 machine. We got Kevin McNeil, the 41, up to third. Currently, Paul Cox back in fourth, up in that 24 machine. Cade Cannon back to fifth. Mike Hauser, the 43, in sixth. Wesley Ottman, no, he jumps back. Wesley back to ninth. Look like Joseph Dune up to that fifth spot. Oh, new quick time, the 10. Cade Cannon up to the top of the board. That 97, Wesley Ottman up to second. Putting Hadaway there third. No, Mike Hauser to third. Neckerbecky there to fourth. Hauser back to fifth here. Kevin McNeil back to sixth. Paul Cox there in seventh. Joshua Dune back in eighth. Travis Farmer ninth. Oh, William Carter up to seventh. Matt Seidar's up to sixth. Ty Stone up to second. People are jumping up and down that list. I'll tell you what, the 13th, Axel. Scooter Perfetio up to 13th. Jumping Axel back there to 14th. Got Ty Wilson back in 15th. No, he jumps up to 6th. Look at that. Holloman up to 4th. There in the 48. Carson Collins up to that 15th spot. Elijah Fisher right now back in the 18th spot. Here is his second lap. See where he jumps to in that 3M number 16. Up to 7th there for Elijah. Holloman back to 4th there. I think he got that second lap in. Matt Seidar's up to 7th. Oh, wow. The 18 there, Trent Jones, 45 out here on the racetrack. A lot of damage to that machine. Carson Collins there in the 93. What does he got? Second lap up to 12th. There for the 93. At 29, Axel Bonet. Currently up in 17th. Oh, and qualifying has come to a close. That is it there for qualifying. 80 laps around the Daytona International Speedway. We are about to take on for our race here tonight. See if it won't let me grab a look at the field. Let's go ahead and roll through our race grid, starting off row number 1. Here tonight, round 1, race 1 of the Heat Series. Cade Cannon, Ty Stone going to be leading the field to that green flag. Wesley Ottman, Bobby Holloman going to be there, row number 2. Here in row 3, going to be Mike Hauser and Ty Wilson. Row number 4, just inside that top 10, Matt Seidar's and Elijah Fisher. Row 5 will be rounding out that top 10. We got Timmy Neckerbecky, Bobby Hadaway here tonight. Kevin McNeil and Carson Collins going to be rolling off row number 6. Row 7 going to be William Carter and Paul Cox. There in row 8, Travis Farmer, Joseph Dune, Axel Bonet, and Scooter Perfetio, so Pushhead Sim Sports teammates there, row number 9. Trent Jones and Hayden Williams rounding out our top 20 here, row 10. There in row 11, that 11 of Ashton Kosner and Colton Hammond. rounding out the field here tonight. But look at that, that number 12 out there on the pole. Gonna start us off out front. Excuse me, the 9, Cade Cannon on pole. Stone out there on that outside of the front row. But we got 80 laps around the Daytona International Speedway here tonight, the Heat Series. Here with the Inspired Racing League Season 1, race number 1, here with Greg Thielsen, Push Edge Productions. Hope you guys all having a great Saturday night here. See that field double file. Lights are on the pace car, so it looks like we're going to go around a full time at least, and then get these cars fired off here. Oh, where's it? Putting my camera here. But stick around, some green flag action when we return. The Heat Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Big thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC, Mad Performance Paints. We will be right back. Back out here at Daytona International Speedway. We are about to go back green flag racing. See, somebody's paint not loading up. Maybe joining in here late. Let's go ahead. Reload those paints real quick. Oh, sorry. Car's going to turn into some test cars. But hey, we're at Daytona. Do a lot of testing here with those gray cars here in the past. Just a moment, those cars going to refresh with their reloaded paints. Hopefully that reloads that 45 there, Trent Jones, to his refresh paint. Hopefully you got it in there in time, buddy. Thank you stopping by. Neckerbecky out there. Emma, Teresa, Scott, all out there hanging out in the Inspired iRacing League. Teresa stopping by over on the YouTube as well. Big thank you. Then we got digital sports cards and somebody else over there on the TikTok hanging out. Appreciate you guys very, very much. But that green flag is about to turn out here very shortly. Coming off of turn 4, we're going green flag here. That pace truck down there into pit lane. Or it's a pace car here tonight, sorry. Thought it was the pace truck. There, through that Geico restart zone, the green flag is out here. Racing League, side by side. This field gonna stay pretty side by side most of tonight. A big draft. Gonna expect at least the front of this field to stay side by side for a lot of tonight. That 12 Ty Stone able to get that race lead currently down that back straightaway right now. 3 wide already, lap number 1, and we are already 3 wide here. Oh, banging off a turn wall for wall as well. They are getting dicey back here. Down to the apron cars go. Things are getting shaken up back here. I'll tell you what. Jump on board back here. With that 13 here, Travis Farmer currently back in 22nd behind this big group of cars. Trying to start it off a little easy here early. Fortunately, it looks like he might have lost that draft. Definitely not what he would want. Jumping up to that 83 up to 20th. See all those cars ahead. 180 miles an hour off of turn number 4. Back in that gas. 183, 184, 185. Still lifting, trying to save that fuel a little bit early. Stay in that draft, but not get up in the mix right now. Jumping up here, though. We are 3 wide. Through the middle, we see Trent Jones. That number 18 monster, he goes around. The 41 involved as well. The 8 of Perfetio. The 83, the 11. The 41 as well. Oh, no. We have our first real big incident. The big one out early here. Boy, oh boy. Let's take a look back here at this one. Looking at that 8, Scooter Perfetio up on that. Oh boy, outside lane. No, he is not. He was the one in the middle. He got turned down there into the infield. Fortunately, that other car able to keep it off the wall. But Perfetio hard in the wall in that push to hit Sim Sports number 8 machine. Ouch. Definitely not what he would have liked to see. Now we're jumping over with Austin Connor there in the 11. Involved here in this one. Oof. Involved late. Look at that 8 pushing. Oh. Right into the back of that 18 and that 83. Goes that a number 11. Let's take a look at. Let's see. Can we get a different angle? Oh boy. The 41 there. Of Kevin McNeil, kind of where this started. Take a look back at that yellow. Trent Jones across the nose there of Kevin McNeil. Sending that Scooter Perfetio machine down the racetrack as well. Think that was somebody else. Then we saw William Carter here, that 83, getting hard in that one. Take that back here a little bit. See him checking up. Unfortunately, they just came down the racetrack. Kind of nowhere to go there for William Carter. He thought they were going to stay high. But caution flag number 1 out on the racetrack. Wow, oh wow, that was an incredible one there. 5 laps complete here. 2 laps under caution. We got a few green flag laps there early, but boy, oh boy, I'm going to tell you what. Definitely not what most of those drivers wanted here early. But first caution flag out. We're going to jump side by side here. Stick around. Some more green flag action from Daytona International Speedway, the Heat Series, here with the Inspired Racing League. Big shout out Inspired Marketing, LLC, as well as Mad Performance Paints. We will be right back. Back here at the Daytona International Speedway. Once again, the field still under pace laps here. here at the World Center of Racing. I'm lucky enough to have spent many hours at this racetrack, been to almost every single inch of this place. I'll tell you what. Yeah, unfortunately, there is not an 18. That is Trent Jones, the 45. Unfortunately, just with the number 18 here tonight on that car. So unfortunately, it did not refresh there for that car. That is the number 45. See Jason Williams out here stopping by as well. Appreciate you stopping by as well, buddy. Those lights out on the pace car. We're going green flag next time by. There's that Monster Energy 18 down there on the infield. He said that wasn't his paint scheme, but did not load for us, unfortunately. And I even did a reload, so not sure much more I could do there. But we're going to get back racing here. Who's your pick out there in the chat? Who you got to win here tonight at Daytona? Really curious who you guys got to pick. So out in the chat, who you got to win tonight? I'm curious. Out front right now, Cade Cannon gonna lead the way there in that number 9 machine. Ty Stone there in that 12, gonna be leading them on that outside row. Here's a look at our top 10. Carson Collins, Timmy Neckerbecky, Wesley Altman, Axel Bonet, Bobby Holloman, Joseph Dune, excuse me, Ty Wilson, and Mike Hauser are going to be your top 10. We get ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Off of turn number 4, the field goes. That pace car going to dive down there in the pit lane. We are going back racing. They're into that Geico restart zone. No, it's a United Rentals restart zone now, sorry. But a green flag back out. First restart here tonight out at Daytona. Who was that? What was all that smoke? Not quite sure, but through turn number 1, side by side, the majority of the field here working pretty well together to keep those things side by side. We see a little bit of movement up here in the top 10. Up front, though, look at that. Ty Stone in the 12 leading the way. Cade Cannon there dropping back to second. It looks like that inside lane, a little bit better restart there. Expect some of this tight, hard racing side by side right now. That outside lane has 2 push-head Sim Sports hot rods out there. That 29 and 78. Nose to tail right now. They're leading that outside lane. We also see that 97 there. Wesley Altman down there on the bottom. 4 cars in. See if those cars can get connected here. Also got that 55 there. Ty Wilson up on that outside lane. He's pushing his teammate, that Bigfoot Enterprise number 48. Also working out there on that outside lane. Outside lane definitely keeping some speed. Oh, somebody up the racetrack. That was Altman there in the 97. A little aggressive move to the outside. He made some contact there with the wall. Definitely not ideal for what he was trying to do there. Able to make it to that outside lane there behind that 93. There, a Carson Collins. They're still duking it out front. Those push-head Sim Sports hot rods, they drove down to the bottom there. 3 wide they go. The 97 Auburn. Contact there with the 93 of Carson Collins. Another big one. A lot of cars caught up there in that one. Bobby Hadaway there involved in that one. Carson Collins, heavy damage. Wow, oh wow. Let's take a look back at that one. Wow. We see that Wesley Altman 97 look into the middle. Looks like the 93 may have came down across his nose. Cade Cannon there in the 9 collected in that one. Travis Farmer, that Geico 13 machine, the 52 as well. All collected in that one. The 8 there, Scooter Perfetio caught up as well in that one. Looks like the 03 Joseph Dunn collected as well. Wow, oh wow. Second caution flag out here early. Let's see if we can take another look here at that one. Yeah, it looks like that 93 kind of coming down across the nose there, that 97. And then behind, we see that 60, the 52, the 13 all kind of get stacked up there. That 16 into the wall there. That's Elijah Fisher involved as well. Let's take a look back here. From back here, let's take a look on the nose view. Nope. Oh, we got a decent view of the back bumper there. Elijah Fisher, he moves up to the top of the racetrack. They are all getting collected. Definitely another big one, unfortunately. A lot of cars involved here in this one. Oh no, did Elijah do that all by himself there in that 16? I think he did. And he tried to save himself. Locked him up. Let's take another look back here from a different angle. A lot of good race cars tore up here in this one. Boy, oh boy. Second caution flag out here tonight. Boy, oh boy. That was a lot of great race cars taken out. Ouch. Well, big thank you to the partners and sponsors here at the Inspired Racing League. Big thank you to Inspired Marketing, LLC. And big thank you to Mad Performance Paints as well. Caution flag number 2 out here tonight. Look at that. 11 laps in here of our 80 scheduled. Timmy Neckerbecky, that 78 machine, making his way out to the front. Our second caution flag. 5 laps under caution flag here so far. 2 lead changes. What a night of racing. But while we go caution here, let's go ahead. We're going to jump side by side here real quick. We will be right back. Push Edge Productions, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. You're not going to want to miss it. Daytona here with the Heat Series Inspired Racing League Season 1. Race number 1, kicking off a new season in a new series here tonight at Daytona. We will be right back. Back here at the Daytona International Raceway. Second caution flag coming to a close here. Lights out on that pace car as they roll through turns number 1 and 2 here. A beautiful night shaping up. That cloud cover sun definitely starting to go down. We see those lights out there on the pace car a little bit more clearly now. That sun really starting to set. Gonna have some night racing here to kick things off here at Daytona. Beautiful Daytona Beach. Lived here for many years. One of my favorite racetracks. Getting the opportunity to drive around this racetrack there with the NASCAR racing experience. Absolutely a great time. Would highly recommend it to anybody ever had an inkling. If you're interested in iRacing, if you're an iRacer, you really want to feel those G-forces, bang through some gears, and experience NASCAR, Definitely worth checking out NASCAR Racing Experience and taking the experience by the horns. It's definitely a fun one. Definitely recommend it. But let's take a look at our top 10 before we get back green flag racing here after our second caution flag. That push ahead Sim Sports number 78. Timmy Neckerbecke out in front right now. Axel Bonet, his teammate, there outside that front row there in the 29. Bobby Holloman, the 48. And Ty Wilson teammates there at Bigfoot Enterprises, row number 2. Travis Farmer, Colton Hammond, Mike Hauser, Hayden Williams, Ty Stone, and Elijah Fisher. Going to be our top 10 as we get back ready to go green flag. And that green flag back out in the air one more time. We are back racing here at Daytona. That field side by side down there into turn number 1. As expected, look at that axle down to the bottom. Out in front, teammates working together there on that restart. Love to see it. That bottom side led by that number 29, making his debut here in the Inspired Racing League. Axel Bonet there in that 29 machine. Big shout out there to him. That pushhead Sim Sports machine. With help from that teammate, Timmy Neckerbecke, right behind him in that 78 machine. Leading that outside charge, we got Bobby Holloman there in that 48 machine. That's a Bigfoot Enterprise. And that 13 there, Travis Farmer, I believe that's a Mad Falcon Motorsports number 13, helping that 48 there on that outside. And that battle for 5th there, we got Ty Wilson, another Bigfoot car down there on the bottom in that 55. The 43 there, Mike Hauser, I think he's a pristine performance driver there. In that 43 out there on the outside, he's looking to go 3 wide there as the 48 dives down to the bottom in front of that 29. Things are shaking up, I'll tell you what. That Holloman number 48 looking really good out here. Leading that bottom side, but look at that Farmer and Hauser, some veterans here to the Inspired Racing League, out on top. Leading the way, they dive down there. They want that bottom side to themselves. New race leader, Travis Farmer, there in that 13 machine. Now the 9, Cade Cannon, leading that outside lane with help from the 55 there of Ty Wilson. Not a lot of cars up there. Can they keep the run? And we watch that 29 and the 78 hop out there. They want to make a run for it on that outside lane. Boy, oh boy, slicing and dicing up front. The name of the game right now. But while we got some green flag laps, let's go ahead. Let's hear the sights and the sounds here of the Inspired Racing League and the Heat Series. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Much appreciated. A little bit of a cranking up the sights and the sounds here with the Inspired Racing League. And look at that, the front runners have all but single filed out in front. That 29 still leading the way. Axel Bonet in his debut. That Pushhead Sim Sports Hot Rod with help from the teammate Timmy Neckerbecky in that 78 down there on the bottom. That bottom side, or that top side, got broken up there for a moment, but I had to say something. Look at that. Cade Cannon there in the 9, and that one there, Hayden Williams, up back to that high side, trying to make that outside lane work. 18, now 19 laps complete. And they are racing it out up here. We see a few cars off of pace. Jump back here, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, 14th, all back here in a group. They have lost touch here with this main front group here. They have broken off into a second pack of cars. Not sure quite what made that one happen, but definitely got two established groups out here now. Watching that main pack of cars. Our top 10 pretty much all up here. Holloman, Hadaway, and Hauser. Love how that one worked, right? Up there on the top side, we got Williams and Cannon leading the way now down there on that bottom side. Cannon, your new race leader. Let's take a look while we're watching this battle out front. Who's led a lap here so far? We've got 20 out of the 80 complete. We're quarter of the way through. Ty Stone with 7 laps. Neckerbecky with 5. Bonet there with 4. Cannon with 3. And Farmer with 2 as well. So quite a few lap leaders out here tonight. Let's see who's got the fastest 5 laps. Who's got the best laps out here? Ashton Cosner back in 8th. Currently the fastest lap out there on the racetrack at 47.67. And then Hadaway, Hammond, Neckerbecky, and Wilson, the top 5 there on lap time. Let's see the last 5 lap average. Fastest 5 for 5. Hayden Williams looking to be on top of that list, up in 2nd. And Cade Cannon 2nd on that list, being up on that top spot. So that's definitely going to help them for sure. Bonet, Neckerbecky 3rd and 4th. And Hammond back in 6th. Leading the pace right now out in front. Last lap. See Hammond the fastest. Farmer, Cannon, Bonet, and Williams the fastest last lap by. Cannon out front in that number 9 with help from that one of Williams right now. They sure are battling it out though. Bonet, Neckerbecky, and then we got Farmer rounding out the top 5. Hammond, Hauser, Cosner, Holloman, and Wilson all up there in the top 10. And then Fisher, Stone. Fisher leading this second pack now. It looks like Ty Wilson, the back end of this front 10-car lead pack right now. Looking out that front bumper here of that 55. Taking a look back. That second pack quite a bit far away. 13 seconds back to that 16 there of Elijah Fisher. We'll take a look there at that one. Battle there for 10th. A lot of these cars content being single file. We see that Neckerbecky 78. He stepped out of line. The teammate there of Bonet goes with them in the 29. Trying to get something rolling there on the outside. Not going to know Don't think they're going to have enough to keep up with these boys down there on the bottom. Just those two. They are getting past in a hurry there down that back straightaway. Oh, big blink there for the 29. They're side by side right now, though. Cosner and Hadaway side by side with Bonet and Eckerbecke there. That 78 and the 29 out there on that outside. Take a look. Where's our closest battles? And that is those battles right there. Then we see Stone and Fisher, but they're working together right now. They're trying to single file catch that main group. That's back in 11th. Fisher, Stone, Sidars, Altman, Cox, and Hadaway all working together back here. We see, oh boy, that 97. Look at that damage. No front bumper for that Pushhead Sim Sports 97 of Wesley Altman. That's definitely going to hurt that car here at Daytona tonight. Luckily, he's kind of in the middle of this pack right now. Able to get help from behind and the draft off the car in front, but that is not going to be what he wants, and that's probably not helping that pack here, this second pack, as much as they'd like. Doing everything they can, though, to catch these race leaders up here. They're battling it out still. Look at that, though. 11. Cosner moved to the high side, trying to help these Pushhead Sim Sports teammates. Starting to get a run down that back straightaway just a little bit. But no, that bottom side just too powerful right now. I think power in numbers, definitely the case there on that bottom side. And then that number 1, it looks like in the 9, are teammates for H&W. So the teammates of Williams and Cannon out front working together. Saw that Cade Cannon, that 9, out in your race lead right now. Just accepted that position over there at H&W tonight. Just before this race, so glad to see. Already making use of that teammate there of Hayden Williams and that 1 behind him. Yeah, Emma, I think Ottman definitely missing something. That front bumper is no longer on that 97 car. That is for sure. Still battling back here. Side by side, those 3 cars out there on the outside of this lead group here. The top 10 right now. Coming to 30 laps complete. Take a look at our race recap real quick. Only those 2 caution flags. We're on our longest green flag run here so far. Definitely going to start coming into play here a little bit. 6 lead changes. Definitely a lot of cars finding their way up to the front here in this draft here at Daytona. And only 6 laps under caution so far. So great job by these drivers so far here tonight. That outside lane picked up another car there, the 93 Carson Collins. That's a lap down car. He's down in 17th, but he has jumped up to that outside lane to help that 29, the 78, and the 11. Starting to pick up some numbers there on the outside. Can they get that outside lane rolling? It's been pretty dominant so far. That outside lane has been able to push up to the front almost every time that they get the numbers up there. But it's just about getting out front and leading some laps here. Trying to stay out of trouble. We've got more than half of this race left here. 10 laps to go till we hit lap 40 and halfway. So there's no urgency right now, or there should be no urgency at least, to make it out front. We watched that 52 there, a Hadaway jump to the outside there as well. Working with that 93, the 11, the 78, and the 29. They're starting to get side by side up front as well. Look at that. They're trying to make some ground up to those race leaders there. That 9 Cade Cannons and Hayden Williams, that one still out in front. Starting to make up some ground there on that outside lane, though, I'll tell you what. Down that back straightaway they go. They are still side by side. The outside lane has moved their way up to that second spot, but they cannot get past that number 1 of Williams. Every time he's come up side by side with that 1, they fall back to side by side with that 13 of Farmer. It's not able to get that run going there on that outside. Not as organized as that inside lane right now, I don't think. But let's jump back. What's that second group got going on back here? We see that Ty Stone, number 12. Still pushing that 11th place car. The 16, Elijah Fisher, leading this second group. As we bear down on that halfway mark, Ty Stone there. Wesley Altman, Paul Cox in that 24 as well. Matt Sidar's well off pace here, back in 15th, unfortunately. That number 14 machine, it looks like he is all by his lonesome. And look at that. Looks like that main pack is starting to bear down on him. We do have our first car a lap, those first 2 cars a lap down. Bobby Hadaway here, it looks like. Carson Collins hanging on to the back of that lead pack, but he's 2 laps down. Unfortunately, that 93 machine. So a lot of things going on. Look at that. They have single file back out up front. Those drivers electing to get back single file. And look at that. That lap car going to be coming into play here really shortly. Quite a few lap cars trying to stick to this main pack, which definitely probably not a bad idea, but let's take a look. Look how much distance they got to that second group. Wow, oh wow. They're already past turn 4. Coming out of 4 now, so a big gap there, and that's a full 18 seconds separating that 29 right now of Axel Bonet, the last car there on that lead group on the lead lap. Back to that 43 of Hauser, who's working with the 52 of Hadaway. He's kind of in that middle stage. And then back to 11th here, Fisher. 10 seconds back to the 43, and the 43 is 17 seconds behind that 29. So it's a big, big gap right now. Also see that Scooter Perfetio number 8 machine. He's back in 18th. He's found his way here with this second group. Teammate there, Wesley Altman, that 97, right behind him as well. Almost time for some more sweet tea there, Teresa. You are not far off. But let's see, can they get that outside lane rolling back out front? Oh, look at that. Pit stops. The 29 down pit lane. What happened to Axel Bonet? He made a stop. That may be an unscheduled stop. He comes alone. Oh, no, not quite sure what happened there to the 29. Coming to that halfway mark, lap 37 by this time. Let's take a look. Who's our biggest movers right now? Right now, Colton Hammond, the biggest mover. They're in that 60 machine, up 18 spots. Currently up to 4th. Started back in 22nd. Really good job there for that Lucas Oil number 60. Hayden Williams, currently that number 1 machine, up in that 2nd spot, started up in 20th. He's up 18 as well. Up in this main group, that number 11, that Budweiser machine there, Ashton Kosner, also up 14, 3rd on that top 5 biggest movers list. Travis Farmer, that K&N number 13 here this week, started back in 15th, up to 3rd. He's up 12 spots, back in 4th here in our top 5 biggest movers. And then that Axel Bonet, number 29, he's still up 3 spots. So it looks like he's the next biggest mover right now. A lot of cars losing positions, unfortunately, it looks like. But next time by, we go halfway, 40 laps. Next time by, oh no, he dropped from that lead group. Check back in our race recap here once again. Lap 39 of 80. Cade Cannon in that 9 with teammate at H&W Motorsports. That Hayden Williams, number 1, there in 2nd, right behind him. 2 cautions for 6 laps, quite early there. And then 6 green flag lead changes here so far. It has definitely been a fun one, I'll tell you what. They are very content out front, staying single file. Holloman in that 48, looking to that outside. He may not be as content. Once again, big thank you stopping by here. Inspired Racing League Heat Series brought to you by Push Edge Productions. Greg Kielson up in the booth. Big shout out the partners and sponsors here at the Inspired Racing League. Thank you to Mad Performance Paints, as well as Inspired Marketing LLC. Big thank you to everything that you guys doing for the Inspired Racing League. Much appreciated. Oh, we got some more action down pit road. That 60 there, Colton Hammond making a pit stop here. As well, he comes alone. Really not quite sure what that strategy is. They're pit alone, but hey, we'll see if it works out there. Going to be real helpful for these H&W boys, having a teammate with you right now. A lot of the other teammates really getting separated. Quite a few pit stops just happened. We watch Colton Hammond. We just saw that 60 coming down. Neckerbecky made his pit stop back on lap 38. Bonet on 35. They're back 13th, 14th. Paul Cox at 24. He makes his way down to pit lane there. So quite a few cars making down green flag pit stops. It's going to have to happen. Not going to be able to make it to the end here with the fuel. Oh, look at that. There we go. We get our first group. Ty Wilson, Bobby Holloman, that 55 and the 48. Those Bigfoot Enterprise hot rods come down pit lane together. Our first tandem pair down pit lane, it looks like. Bigfoot teammates here. Choreographing that one, so good for them. Green flag pit stops have begun here at Daytona. Out here, out in front, Kate Cannon still leading the way. Hayden Williams, Travis Farmer, Ashton Cosner. Our top four here in this group. We've got that 78 there of Timmy Neckerbecky. He's up to 10th as well with these guys out front. They all last pitted on lap number 10. Our top six all pit in lap 10. Elijah, Ty Stone as well with these guys. Not quite sure when to expect these guys to make some pit stops, but I do expect it to be relatively soon as we jump on board here with that 13, the K&N machine there of Travis Farmer. Currently up in that third spot. Doing a pretty good job here tonight. That Mad Falcon Motorsports number 13. 183 miles an hour off of turn number 2. All the way laid to the wood. That thing is, the gas pedal's to the floor, I'll tell you what. Little bit of lifts here and there. So he's not running over that number 1 there, Hayden Williams. But boy, oh boy, these guys flat out around this 2.5 mile Daytona International Speedway. Great look on board. Oh, there we go. Pit lane for our race leaders. Williams, Cannon, and Farmer coming down to pit lane here. Hadaway and Sidars leaving pit road together there as well. So now our new race leader, Ashton Cosner, that number 11. He's driving out there with that Timmy Neckerbecky number 78. Fortunately, that Cosner number 11 going to have to make a pit stop. And that 78 is not going to have to pit here. Oh no, yellow flag! A yellow flag comes out! Oh no! What just brought out the yellow? Let's see if we can take a look there at that one. Boy, oh boy, yellow flag is out for the third time here tonight. Gonna see if we can find this. We're gonna have to maybe look around a little bit. We are definitely gonna have to find this one. I think it's these guys. Was it this? No, Elijah coming out pit road. See if we can find out what happened here. Not sure. We're going to look around. Let's see if we can find it here. What has brought out this caution flag? Oh, I do not know. Back it up a little bit. They're just coming off pit road. No, I don't know what this yellow has come out for. Very interesting. I don't know. I did not find the root cause there of that caution, but yellow flag is out. I'm going to go get some of my Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. Stick around. Some green flag action for Daytona. The Heat Series here with the Inspired Racing League. About to roll back. Underway once again. A lot of cars down pit road there. But hang around. We will be right back. We are back here at Daytona International Speedway. Once again, that field coming to a yellow flag. I am not sure. I was looking it over. I do not see what brought out that yellow at all. So, unfortunate there. But our third caution flag flying here tonight. Lap 48. So we made it just past halfway. 3 caution flags for 8 laps. That Travis Farmer, number 13, has made his way out front. 7 green flag lead changes. So it is incredible what these drivers doing here tonight. Tell you what. Off of turn 4, I believe we're going to go 1 to green next time by a few of these cars on the tail end of that lead lap. They're going to have to get some laps back here, get waved around the pace car, because that leader back here, the 13, and he's got quite a few cars up ahead of him, so that tells me all these cars ahead of him on the tail end of that lead lap. Teresa's saying it was a squirrel ran out on the racetrack, so unfortunately, trying to save the wildlife, we called the caution to save that squirrel there. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Might have been a accident. Not entirely sure there, but definitely going to shake things up. Look at that. Only the top 9 up there on the lead lap. So it is going to be interesting. Definitely going to be some strategy to see who can come out on top here tonight. Maybe change things up a little bit and make something happen here. Take a look outside that back of the 13 of Farmer. At 11 there, Cosner to his outside, going to start off. There on that front row, Ty Wilson and Bobby Holloman, teammates there, row 2. Cade Cannon, Timmy Neckerbecky, Elijah Fisher, Ty Stone, Axel Bonet, and Colton Hammond, your top 10 here. Right on board with that Cannon machine of Travis Farmer, and lights are out. We're going back racing next time by. Fortunately there, from the 22 cars that have started, I think we only got 20 cars left out on the racetrack. Looks like Kevin McNeil and William Carter both have parked it out for the night, unfortunately. Oh, even Trent Jones not showed as out there as well. 19 cars, excuse me. 18. 17. Not entirely sure. But Farmer and Cosner leading us to this green flag pace car. They're down to pit road as we get ready to go back. Green flag. That flag out in the air. We are back racing here at Daytona. Back green flag racing. Will they single file out or will they stay as one big group? That is my big question here coming early. Those side by side, that top 5 quickly single file. There's still double file there back in the back though. That outside lane has a few drivers out there. That 29 Axel Bonet out there on the outside. We got that 60 out there as well. Colton Hammond. Quite a few drivers using that outside lane, but Travis Farmer across the line. 30 laps left to go here at Daytona, the Heat Series. Here with the Inspired Racing League. Wow, oh wow, they are racing hard here. Single file for the majority with that 60 there. And that 14 to Sidear still on that outside. Trying to make something happen there. Teammates Neckerbecky and Bonet there in the 78 and the 29. They dived to that outside lane as well now. They lost a little bit of help. They're the only two out there in that front majority group there. The 24 thought about it there. Paul Cox. Power in numbers, though. If they can get some help up there, they definitely going to have a chance, but they are definitely outnumbered. That bottom lane definitely looking a little bit stronger right now. Still side by side. That's about the top 7, 8 spots. Neckerbecky up to 4th there on that outside lane. Excuse me. Bonet up to 6th. So it is definitely working for him out there on that outside lane. They're battling with that number 1 Hayden Williams, Ty Wilson there in the 55. They're giving them a run for their money. That 60, a Hammond jump there to that outside lane, trying to give him a little bit of help. Still slicing and dicing up here, though. This is our biggest battle out here as we take a look here. Laps really starting to tick away here. Drivers gonna have to start amping it up here pretty soon. That intensity, believe it or not, definitely gonna crank it up here in the next few because laps are winding down. I'll tell you what, I know from experience that this is gonna start heating up. But while we got a moment, let's go ahead, let's hear the sights and the sounds one more time. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Big thank you. A little bit of the sights here and the sounds of the Inspired Racing League Heat Series here for the season opener at Daytona, Season 1, race number 1 here at Daytona. 25 laps left to go here. And it is anybody's right. Look at that. The Pushhead Sim Sports boys back out in front right now. Your race leader, that 78, Timmy Neckerbecky, leading the way with help from that teammate, that 29 there, Axel Bonet, doing a great job out here in Daytona. The last plate track 1 But I pushed the edge over there at Talladega. Wesley Altman, with help from that 78 there of Timmy Neckerbecke, able to get the win there. That 97 machine, showing just how much teammates come into play. If you are with a teammate coming to the end here, it is definitely going to play out in your favor. I will tell you what. See all that bump drafting going on back here. A little bit of side-by-side. So we get back here, the battle for 5th spot. We see that 11 of Cosner, the 55. Out there on the outside of Wilson. He's pushing that 14 of Sidar. Sidar's a lap down back in 14th. That 55 trying to use him to advance his position up to 6th out there on that high side right now. They're trying to get that outside lane rolling. See if they can get something working. That 52 there. Hadaway jumping up for some help there on that outside lane. Can they get some numbers? I've said it all night. That outside lane with the numbers works really well here at Daytona. But can you get the guys to come up there with you and help you? That's really what it comes down to. Few of those lap cars, if they jump up and help, they're not battling for position, but it would definitely help that 55's case. They've made their way all the way side by side with that Travis Farmer, number 13. He's up in 3rd right now. He's pushing that lap car as hard as he can. Ty Wilson trying to battle for that spot. That 14 of Sidar is back in 14th. Not battling for position right now. The 13 goes high there. Farmer to the high side. That's going to break the run of those top two up there on that bottom side unless they get some help. Holloman to the top side. The high side now with the most cars. Oh no. Gonna happen down this back straightaway. No, they dive to the bottom. The 55, he's done with that top side. He moves down low. Now Holloman trying to battle for this race lead there. Out there on the outside. The 78 Neckerbecke, still your race leader. Axel Bonet still helping him. Teammates there, they'll push that Sim Sports Hot Rods down there, leading that bottom lane. But now, Holloman out there on the outside. Farmer behind him. And that 14 of Sidars, he stayed up there. That lap car stayed up to that high side. And they are side by side down that front straightaway. They are in a heated battle for that race lead right now. Watching that Holloman photography, number 48 of Bobby Holloman. Battle that 78 there, Timmy Neckerbecke, that Push Edge Sim Sports machine. Push Edge Productions there as well. And look at how tight that battle is. Boy, oh boy. Holloman blocking that bottom lane, the 48 to that bottom side, pulling out in front of that Neckerbecke, number 78 there. 20 laps left to go. Oh no, it looked like a real bad bump for that 29 from the 11 there. Able to keep that thing under control, but down that back straightaway, that outside lane, look at that run. Wow, oh wow. They really got a great run down that back straightaway, and Holloman not able to protect that bottom there. Wow, oh wow. They are battling hard here. The lap's winding down. 19 left to go here at Daytona. The Heat Series season opener. It's going to come down to the wire. Wow, oh wow. Who was that? Who was that? That 03 Joseph Dune there on that outside, that lead pack. Wow, that was quite a bit dangerous. I'm going to tell you what. They all went 3 wide for sure. That broke up that high lane. Definitely broke up that high lane. Boy, oh boy. So let's go ahead. We're going to do a top 10 rundown here. Out front right now, that number 13 Travis Farmer, your race leader, up 14 spots, starting back in the 15th spot. So great job there by him. Sitting in second, Bobby Holloman, that Holloman Photography number 48 machine. At 78, Pushhead Sim Sports hot rod of Timmy Neckerbecky up in the third spot with that teammate there, the 29, Axel Bonet. Back in fourth. Rounding out our top five right now, the Budweiser number 11 there, Ashton Kosner, up 16 spots, looking like he's our biggest mover right now, starting back there in 21st, up to 5th. Do believe he is our biggest mover right now. Back to 6th at 55, the FedEx Bigfoot Enterprise, Ty Wilson, up in that 6th position. Jumping back to that H&W. Number 9 there, Cade Cannon, holding on to that 7th position. Unfortunately, that teammate there, Hayden Williams, back in 12th, a lap down, I do believe, unfortunately. But helping that number 9, nonetheless. We got, jump a little ways back here, that 12, a Ty Stone back in 8th. Back to 9th, the 16 there, Elijah Fisher. That Mad Falcon Motorsports 3M number 16 here tonight. And rounding out our top 10, he might even be a lap down. He is, wow. Colton Hammond, that number 60, back here in 10th. So I believe the top 9 all in the lead lap, but 10th on back, all a lap down or more. That is incredible there. Incredible. Coming up, 15 to go next time by. Taking a look back at the field, right on board with your race leader here of Travis Farmer. What lap will Holloman make his move, that 48, sitting right there in second? You gotta wonder, does he want this race win bad? Great way to start the season off with a win, but second's a good point start. Will he be desperate? Will he move up, try to get that race win? What is the strategy going to be? I believe that they all can make it to the end there on fuel. But that's not going to be a worry there. See that big bump there? He had to lift there, the 13 of Farmer, as we ride on board. That 48 Holloman. A big shove there to the 13. Trying to bump draft down that back straightaway. The World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. Of course, one of my favorite racetracks. Spent so much time here. Coming to that 10 to go mark, we're seeing that intensity start to heat up. They're still single file, but they sure are starting to dodge, shake, shimmy a little bit more, I'll tell you what. Laps left to go. That is all. 13 laps left. Farmer still out in front. Holloman, Neckerbecky, Bonet, and Kosner, your top 5. Wilson, Cannon, Stone, Fisher, and Hammond, your top 10. Only your top 9 cars on the lead lap. And look at that. Elijah Fisher, that last car on the lead lap, excuse me. Working there with that 12 of Ty Stone, but oh no, don't look behind, because that is our race leader. Whoops. Not far behind at all. Jumping on board there with our race leader. That is those two cars of the 12 and the 16, 8th and 9th. Just a little bit up a ways. Starting to make it into some lap traffic. How will this come into play? Leader, oh no, in second, Blinken. That definitely not going to help that run there on that bottom side of Blink. Taking away that air off of that lead car. But they got power and numbers. They're going to go high on these lapped cars. The 13 lets out of it there. Trying to keep that pack with them, those lead lap cars. Excuse me, I can't English tonight. And that has turned side by side. I don't see this ending well. They're going to have to make this pass and get those race leaders in front of these lap cars. They're working on it, though. Powers and numbers. Dive down back there to the bottom. Oh, no, the 12 of Stone. Almost contact there with the 29 of Bonet. That was close. Coming at 10 to go. This is us stacking them up right now. Gonna change things up for sure. Oh no, Bonet down to the bottom. He's making a pit stop here. Not sure what that... Oh no, it goes yellow. Yellow flag of caution. What happened? What did I miss? They're still wrecking. Ty Wilson, the 55. The one there. Hayden Williams, caution flag. Coming out here. Let's take a look. What happened? I missed it. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong one. Let's take a look one more time here. Whoop. See that 29 dive there? Oh, no! The 60 goes around off the nose there. Ty Wilson and the 55, and that was a big come together. The 9, the 12... all involved. The 11 through the grass, the 1 through the grass. We're going to have to take a little closer look here through this one. Sorry about that. What the heck is going on there? Oh, boy. Wow. Hammond in that 60 going through the spin cycle. Hard contact. Take a look at the 12 here as well. Ty Stone down there on the bottom. How does he get collected? That 55 making hard contact with that 11. The 9 comes across the nose of the 9 there. Ty Stone in that 12. Boy, oh boy. See what happened to the 1 there. Hayden Williams crossed the grass. It looks like he had something happen as well. Did something happen after? What happened? Or is that just him through the grass? No! Ty Wilson. That was what we saw kind of late there. Ty Wilson making contact. Oh, no. We watched this 24, Paul Cox. He nearly avoided an incident there. Does he make contact there with that 55? Oh, boy! He does. What just happened there? I don't... No. Let's jump on board. Want to take a closer look at this one. I am left speechless there on that one. I don't know. That looked intentional. I'm going to call it how I see it. Wow. The 24 there, Paul Cox. Directly there into Ty Wilson in that 55. That is a shame. But caution flag back out once again. Our 4th caution flag. 11 laps under caution. There are not many cars left here tonight. Wow, oh wow. 11 lead changes. Green flag lead changes. Travis Farmer out in front. That was... Yeah, I'm going to call it like I see it on that one, but while the caution flag comes out, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to get some of that Milo's extra sweet tea here because I need to refresh my gullet here. But stick around. Big shout out to the partners and sponsors here of the Inspired Racing League Heat Series and the Inspired Racing League, all the series, the Cup Series, Platinum Truck Series. Big shout out, Mad Performance Paints, Inspired Marketing, LLC. But stick around. Some more green flag action here from Daytona. From whatever cars are left, that is. Wow. But we will be right back. Back here out at Daytona International Speedway. Down that long back straightaway. Lights out on the pace car. We're going back racing once again. This is going to be a little bit of a dog fight to the end. Going to be 7 laps to go. Lap 73 here of 83. So it's going to be interesting. Of 80, excuse me. Yeah, unfortunately, Jagger, I agree. I don't know what the intentions or idea was with that one, but yeah, that's hard to argue. Pretty hard to argue that one. We're getting ready to go back green flag. That pace car going to dive down there into that pit lane here. We're going back racing. Who's going to win this thing? Quite a few cars in contention. Travis Farmer, Bobby Holloman going to lead us off. Bonet, Neckerbecky, Cannon up in the top 5. Ty Stone, Fisher, Williams. We are back racing here at Daytona. 7 laps left to go. Can those push-head Sim Sports teammates get back together? That can be a big working point together there for them. Oh no, almost contact the 78. And Travis Farmer, Neckerbecky, side by side down that back straightaway. The 48 of Holloman up to the top with a big block there on that 13. Back down to the bottom there. Wow, oh wow, they are ducking it out here. We're coming to 6 to go at the stripe. Holloman leading that inside lane. Neckerbecky, Bonet in tow. Farmer and Stone down there on the bottom. Elijah Fisher. They have fallen off a little bit. Not as organized. Up there on that high side right now. A lot of bumps though. Neckerbecky all over that rear bumper there of Holloman right now. He is all over that 48 as we jump on board here with Baba Holloman leading that inside lane right now. Neckerbecky all over it. Farmer up on that high side. Stone with help as well. Stone a lap down back in 6th. Neckerbecky and Bonet all on the lead lap. Cannon in the 9 behind that 1. He's on the lead lap. That's your top 5. 3 of those drivers all down there on that bottom lane. Farmer, that 13, the only driver on the lead lap out there on the outside. 5 laps left to go. 10 miles remain here at the Daytona International Speedway. Bobby Holloman leads that inside lane with 2 push-head Sim Sports cars behind. That Bigfoot Enterprises number 48 leading that inside lane. The Farmer 13 Falcon Motorsports, or Mad Falcon Motorsports, excuse me, number 13. That K&N machine leading that outside lane. He's got some more help. Fisher able to pull back up to that outside lane with a big bobble. I don't know what just happened, but boy, we are 4 laps to go and they are racing it out right now. Oh, big wiggle there for Holloman. Down that back straightaway. Farmer to the bottom. Looks like Neckerbecky up to that top side. No, that's Bonet in the 29. Jumping up to the top, excuse me. He jumps back down to help that teammate of Neckerbecky. That bottom lane with a big push. They are better organized. That top lane falling back a little bit there. Coming to the stripe. 3 laps left to go. Farmer, Holloman, and the push ahead Sim Sports cars jump to the outside lane. Neckerbecky leading that outside lane. Bonet, Stone, a lap down. Fisher there as well. Side by side, they go down that back straightaway. No help. Stone was not helping the 29 machine. They clear that bottom lane only momentarily. They're still side by side. The 78 down to the bottom, leaving that 29 of Bonet out to that outside. Neckerbecky coming to the line. 2 laps left to go here at Daytona. Neckerbecky leaving Farmer, Holloman, and Bonet, your top 4. Cannon back in the mix. He's down on the bottom as well. 2 laps left to go here. Who is going to take it home? Neckerbecky out in front. Teammates are not together. Everybody kind of for themselves now. We will see what happens. This is definitely shaping up to be a last lap battle. Coming to that white flag next time by. It is anybody's race. No caution flag, so we are racing to that checkered. White flag is out. Holloman moving up with that Farmer number 13. The 9 of Cannon sticking with that 78. He dives up to that high side. The 29 in tow. Farmer, Holloman, Bonet. Now Neckerbecky back to 4th after leading that lane. Bonet up to that high side. He drags back that 48 there of Holloman. He's going to get a good shove there from Neckerbecky, the 29. A big run there off of turn 4. Axel Bonet off of turn number 4, leading the way on that outside lane. Is it enough? Neckerbecky with the push. Axel Bonet will win here at Daytona. The push to head Sim Sports 1-2 once again. Wow, oh wow, the teammates able to get back together there on the last lap. Wow, oh wow, what a race. What a race. The 29 Axel Bonet in his debut here with the Inspired Racing League here in the Heat Series. Coming home the winner here in Daytona. What a night. Coming down to that very last lap. It was anybody's race. Boy, oh boy. That was exciting. Wow. Getting ready to go ahead and burn it down there. Out there on the front stretch. 1-2 for Push Ahead Sim Sports. Great to see it. The winner here at Daytona in the ARCA car. Here the Heat Series Inspired Racing League. Axel Bonet. What a race. Little bit of celebration there. Neckerbecky like, hey, I finished second. Helped you there to that win. Great job there. There, 1-2 for the teammates. Oh, little connection issue there for Axel. Neckerbecky coming home there with a second. Boy, oh boy, and look at that. Axel's going to get that hard charger there as well. What a race from Daytona. Congratulations, Axel. They're going to burn it down nose to nose. No, they are not. Maybe. Oh, I thought he left. He's so ecstatic, he didn't even get to finish celebrating. He's running around the house right now. All right, well, let's take a look here at our race results. Axel Bonet coming home out on top, 5 laps led. Timmy Neckerbecke coming home in second. I'll push ahead Sim Sports. 1-2 there for the 29 and the 78. Travis Farmer there in that 13, able to snag that final podium position there in third. The 2.5 mile Daytona International Speedway, 2.48 here on the graphic. 80 laps, our total distance. We went our full distance, 198.48 miles here tonight. 14 green flag lead changes between 7 different drivers. What a night. A lot of drivers able to find that front and lead some laps here. Dice it up here. 4 caution flags for 12 laps total. Axel able to grab that hard charger award there as well. Up 16 spots, starting back there in 17th. So great job there by him. The 9. Hay Cannon with the most laps led. He came home. Where Cannon came. I don't. Oh, Cannon coming on with the top 5 there. Up in 5th. Great job there by him. Most laps led the pole as well. And then Timmy Neckerbecke, that P278, our fastest lap here tonight. That pushed ahead Sim Sports hot rod. 47.203. So he was moving out here tonight. Boy, I'll tell you. But what a night. What a night. Stick around. We're going to go ahead, jump over to Victory Lane, talk to Axel, and get in touch there with Timmy and Travis there, our podium. What a night of racing. Stick around. Big shout out, Inspired Marketing, LLC. Mad Performance Paints, thank you for everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League, being proud partners and sponsors here of the league. But we will be right back. Stick around. And we have made our way over here into Victory Lane. The winner here at Daytona, the season opener here, season 1, kicking it off. What a way to get it done. That team 1-2 there for Push Ahead Sim Sports. Neckerbecke pushing you there to that race win. Tell me, how does that feel there, Axel? Your debut here tonight and able to take it home out on top.
It feels pretty good. Actually coming to the white flag, I fell way back, and then I'm like, well, I might not even have a chance at this. And then throughout the last lap, I was just had a huge run and was able to move around everyone.
Yeah, and, a great job here tonight. That last lap, you talk about it, you kind of fell back to 4th, 5th there. They built a run, grabbed that draft, and able to make a run there back on that outside lane. Really dominant here tonight. If you were able to get the cars, the number count of cars up there on that high side, it was just so dominant here tonight. Just able to hold that speed. Tell me a little bit, walk me through that final lap. How did that all play out there for you?
Well, once I fell like way back, I saw I saw a whole bunch of people just drop to the bottom. So I took my run down the back stretch and went around the outside to get back up with the lead group of cars, and then they started fighting it out, and that opened up even more chance for me to get a bigger run and work my way around the outside of them and take over the lead.
So that help there from Timmy from behind. Having a teammate pushing you there on that outside. Do you think that might have contributed a little bit tonight, bringing home that race win?
Yeah. If I couldn't have got the win, I would have definitely wanted Timmy to get the win. And if I didn't get that big of a run at the end, I was going to try and help Timmy at least secure a good position.
Well, congratulations once again, Axel Bonet coming home the race winner here tonight, the season opener, the inaugural race here for the Heat Series with the Inspired Racing League. Well, buddy, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let you celebrate with the crew, and believe me, I'll be down there in the channel to celebrate with y'all pretty soon. But before I let you get out of here, Axel, who do you got to thank, buddy?
The Push Edge Sim Sports team, you for broadcasting, Elijah for putting on the league, Timmy for the great work, teamwork all night. We were both pushing each other, and yeah, tough luck for the other two Push Edge boys though.
Yeah, a little bit of a unfortunate there for them. But great job here tonight, Axel Bonet. That number 29 in his debut here with the Inspired Racing League, able to take home the race win here at Daytona. Congratulations there, buddy. Go celebrate with the crew. I'll be there shortly, pal.
Okay, thanks.
And then we're going to stop by that second place driver, Timmy Neckerbecky, that 78 machine, the Pushhead Sim Sports driver as well, able to push that teammate there, Axel, to the race win here tonight. Come home with a solid P2. A great start to the Heat Series, kicking it off our inaugural race here at Daytona. How did that race play out there for you tonight, Timmy?
Played out pretty well. Definitely wasn't expecting to get back that last run here at the last lap. I mean, it was definitely a white knuckle in it throughout the whole race. I mean, after the last towards the end, if we didn't have that yellow flag, I probably would not have made it with gas. I mean, I had about 5 laps left. We had about 12 to go still, so if I would not have made it if it wasn't for that one. So, kind of worked in our favor though, and we were able to push it towards the end. And he said definitely having teammates helped out with that. And unfortunately, Wesley and Scooter dropped out towards some of those wrecks, and unfortunate for them, they definitely helped out in the beginning as well to push to get us towards the front. So it's definitely a great night for us.
So how did that track treat you out there tonight? A lot of 2 side by side, 2 wide. I saw a bunch of 3 wide moments there for a lot of drivers. How were the drivers out there tonight? How'd that track treat you here tonight? How'd that race go for you from kind of before that last lap there?
I went it was a little rough down on the bottom there for a little bit. It was trying to get people to hold their lines, were learning the lines, I guess, were a lot of it. But that high side definitely had its advantages with getting 4 or 5 cars in the same line. I was able to catch quite a bit of the pack whenever I was towards the back, by that high line. And thanks for a lot of those drivers that jumped up and helped push towards the front. I know a lot of those lap cars were helping as well without even meaning to. I think they're just trying to keep up with the pack, but it definitely helped with getting us towards the front more.
Well, definitely a great drive by you two, coming home 1-2 here tonight. Well, I'm going to go let you celebrate here as well. I'm not going to hold you up. But before I let you go there, congratulations there, Timmy. A solid P2, a good start here to the Heat Series. And congratulations. Who you got to thank before I let you get out of here, pal?
Yeah, well, I Push the Edge, Sim Sports, definitely got to thank you guys. Elijah as well for putting on the league. My wife and kids for, help making me, able to do this kind of stuff. Definitely big help. But other than that, everybody else that helps with the league, streams as well is a big part of it. Thanks for the broadcast.
Well, awesome job there. Timmy Neckerbecky, that 78 Push Head Sim Sports Hot Rod, able to come home second place here tonight. Congratulations, pal. I'll be there shortly.
Appreciate you.
And that is going to do it. Unfortunately, I got a message there from that 13 of Travis Farmer. He is not going to be able to make the broadcast. He's got to run. So big congratulations there to that 13, that K&N Mad Falcon Motorsports. Travis Farmer, fortunately, not able to give an interview tonight. But what a race here. Daytona, the season opener here for the Heat Series. What a great race. Congratulations again, Axel Bonet in that 29. Coming home, the race winner, Timmy Neckerbecky, Travis Farmer. Let's take a look back at our race results here before we get out of here. Take a look at these here real quick. The Daytona International Speedway, the 2.5 mile. I call it a super speedway. It is Daytona International Speedway, but it is one of those super speedways. So drafting, one of the big things here tonight. It was a fun one to watch. A lot of side-by-side action. The runs, watching who could build a run, who could get together with their team and really get it to work. That was a lot of fun to watch here tonight. I hope you guys all had a great Saturday. We got a packed week full of racing. Tomorrow we got the Rogue Racing League. I think they head to IRP there with the trucks. 7:45 CST, 8:45 p.m. EST. And then Monday we head, I forget where we head, the Inspired Racing League Cup Series. Same time, 7:45 p.m. CST, 8:45 p.m. EST. Tuesday, the Hot Fuel Racing, a doubleheader ARCA at Richmond. That's going to be a fun one Tuesday, same time as well. Wednesday will be same time, Platinum Truck Series. We also go to IRP. So 2 trucks races at IRP this week. Rogue Racing League there on Sunday, tomorrow. And then Wednesday with the Platinum Truck Series and the Inspired Racing League. So a lot of short track racing here this week. That's going to be a whole lot of fun for sure. And then Friday, you're going to want to check out me racing over there with the Midwest Racing Fun League, doing the triple header Trucks O'Reilly Next Gen Cup Cars. That's going to be a lot of fun. And do it all over again, the Heat Series next Saturday. Not quite sure where we head there as well, but a packed week full of some great racing, so you're not going to want to miss it here on Pushed Edge Productions. Big thank you, Inspired Racing League. The Heat Series kickoff here at Daytona. That was a lot of fun. Axel Bonet, that hard charger, as well as our winner here, Cade Cannon, the most laps led, with a solid top 5 finish there as well for that 9 machine. Neckerbecky, the fastest lap there in that 78 there, and second as well for that Pushed Edge Sim Sports number 78. 47.203, so he was cooking out there for sure. Cade Cannon started on the pole there, as well as the most laps led, a top 5. So he had a really solid night there in that 9 machine. 4 caution flags for 12 laps total here tonight for our 80 total laps when our scheduled distance, 198.48 miles, and 14 green flag lead changes between seven different drivers. A lot of drivers able to get out in front and make something happen. So a great race, great season opener here. Thank you guys, everybody that stopped by. Axel, Emma, Teresa, Scott, Neckerbecky out there as well. Toothless, TTV, Jagger out there stopping by. I appreciate all of you. Jason Williams, Tressie out there as well. Thank you, pal, for stopping by and checking us out. I really appreciate you guys. Trent Plays stopping by the Inspired Racing League YouTube. Also, Elijah Fisher stopping by over there. Appreciate Digital Sports Cards hanging out over there on the TikTok. Teresa stopping by over there on our YouTube. But make sure if you had a good night, good Saturday here, go drop a like, a follow. Go follow us on all our socials, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Go hit up Push Edge Productions. We're on all of them. Go follow us. I really appreciate you. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you to all the drivers. Had an amazing night here tonight. But for Greg Tilson and Push Edge Productions, that's going to wrap it up. An amazing season opener here. But until next time, push the edge and find the limit.